Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play. So as you can see here, the Siege of Paris DLC has finally arrived. And to the south, the Kingdom of Francia, or Francia, has unified under a single king for the first time in 100 years. Charles the Fat, the great-grandson of Charlemagne, now wages a slow war against the north in Francia. Or Francia. I'm going to call it Francia, because I think that's how you're supposed to call it. England could be next. Ravensthorpe must make new allies in Francia to avoid the theater of war. A visitor will arrive in Ravensthorpe to launch the venture. So, let's talk about this. I think we're set in, the late 1880s, when Charles III, technically. I don't think anyone during his period actually called him well, actually, no, I don't want that. I want inventory. And you actually called him Charles the Fat. I think later historians kind of like noted the fact that he was a bit inept, not necessarily large. I don't know if there's any actual truth behind that. But because he was constantly sick and he was kind of inept in terms of how he dealt with the North, namely the Siege of Paris, he had bribed his way out of it. We're changing clothes because the Carolinian set makes perfect sense as we're visiting their dynasty in Francia. And I do have the full set, not fully upgraded, but they are all at least gold quality. I just need to spend a bit of resources on them, which we actually do have. Okay, not enough iron to get everything, but we got some of it. I'll work on these as we progress in Francia. I've been using the daggers because I'm doing currently a weekly mission. I took away every single room because I've been switching gear for all sorts of missions. But we look fine. And we can pop up some of the new skills in case you missed the Mastery Challenge episodes. There was an update to the game in anticipation for this DLC launch. And we got these skill tree extensions at the corners of all three zones. And we got 2 new active abilities. Or actually, these are all passive, but new skills. And then a bunch of little passive gains. I'm going to grab all these. Here is a sprint attack. We need them after the sprinting. Here is light fingered. Means I think we just walk by people to pick up loot instead of having press E. Quality of life. Survival instinct. When at less than a third of health, hold H for partial healing. I think this means we don't need to use ration. Bandage time. And then for the other 3, damage increase when we're low health. Thrills of war, gain adrenaline as long as we remain in conflict. This is the one that I want because it's passive adrenaline gain. And then this passive regenerate recent health after a short delay. So I'm going to go for adrenaline first for ability spams. Hopefully I have enough points. Yeah, I do. Alright, might as well master these one at a time. We're short by a bunch of skills, but that's why we are playing the DLC. So let's go back to Ravensthorpe and meet this visitor. Alrighty, so here we are. Letter from Randvi. Eivor. 2 visitors have arrived at Ravensthorpe from Francia. One is a young North warrior from Jarl Cynric's clan near Paris, and the other seems to be a Frank. They have already built us a new guest house as a gift from Cynric's brother Siegfried. I'm no seer, but it's obvious they want something from us. The warrior, a girl named Toka, has been asking for you. Speak with them and find out what they really want. So Siegfried here and Godfrey are the 2 North kind of raid parties that attacked Paris. They're part of the Great Heathen Army that was here in England but was defeated by the events that we played at the end of our story quest, where we saw Alfred kind of on the back foot, but he's gonna, come back and beat Guthrum and pretty much win the war. become Alfred the Great, and then remnants of the great heathen army would run away and raid other coast and fertile waters, and a group of them went to Paris, sailed down the Seine River to attack the city that sails but
They
never
bring a
sinks.
feast and build their own guest house. These are very generous guests.
Alright, grab some arrows. Might as well check this week's shop.
Hello there.
What do you have today?
Ah, yes. There's this blade, I remember. I want to buy this before the end of the week. I'll make sure I get that. I also kind of want Charlemagne's entire armor set, but, you know, it's every week rotation, so it's going to be hard for us to actually complete the set, and we don't have that much opal. So, weapon first, and then we'll get the set when we get a chance.
I'll see you later,
I'll
friend.
do the contracts on my own time.
I'll still be here.
In the meantime, let's find this visitor. Now, she said she belonged to Siegfried's side, or Sinric, who I don't know if it's historical or not, but Siegfried definitely is historical. He's one of the two, as I mentioned, Godfried, that attacked Paris, and he's the one who got out of it pretty much alive, because I believe Godfried accepted the bribes and then also accepted a marriage.
You are going to Francia? Their king is named the Fat.
And then was eventually tricked and killed by other nobles who was unhappy that he was named Duke. Not a great ending for him.
Are they raiders?
That is a good start. Is that everything? This feast has to be great.
Yes, it is our last chance.
Wolf-kissed.
Welcome to Ravensthorpe. I am Eivor, though you seem to know me already.
You are well known to us. I am Toka Sinriksdottir, and the Frankish boar with me is my advisor, Pierre. We are here on behalf of Siegfried of Francia, renowned warrior and leader of the Northmen there.
You look to be at home here already.
How could we not be? What you have done in this place is amazing. The guest house is a fitting addition. We have also brought new tastes for your long table from Francia. If it is drink you prefer, we have mulled wine.
Very generous. Some might say overly generous.
Consider it a token of goodwill from the hand of my uncle Siegfried. You know, clan to clan.
There'll be blood if any here heard I refuse to feast, so consider it accepted.
Yes, you honor us. Ravensthorpe reminds me of how Francia used to be. Given the chance, I would visit often.
You would be welcome. Yet you do not share your gifts for nothing. I await the boon you surely will ask of me.
Tales of your judgment prove true. You can teach me some of that wisdom over ale this day. Shall we begin?
Let us see if these Frankish treats hold up to scrutiny.
Let us eat!
How one can prefer ale to wine? Mon Dieu, it astounds me still. You Norse may have us Franks on the battlefield, but when it comes to drink, we stand unbeaten.
If it makes me drunk, I'm glad to drink it.
Are there no standards anymore?
I want to show you something. In our travels throughout England, I have taken swords in raids and battles. This I took in a holmgang against two oafish brothers in East Anglia. 'Tis but a worn twig, but is still my favorite.
So, you have traveled to all corners of this land before arriving at Ravensthorpe. To what end?
I mean to entice you and others like you to join in the glorious raids along the River Seine.
Who have you talked with thus far?
Many. Jarl Hemminger, Guthrum, even Halfdan. Paris itself is set to be sieged. And after that, we will have amassed more riches than anyone in England has dared imagine.
Let me guess how many Jarls will join you on your Frankish raids and sieges. None.
They just fail to see the scale of the bounty we stand to plunder.
What do you really want, Toka?
Every word I have said is true. But there is something else. A new power is rising in Francia.
What kind of power?
The Frankish kingdoms have been united under one king, Charles the Fat. And with this combined strength, Charles has begun a slow march against the Norse villages there. He killed my father and wiped out my village.
I am sorry for your father and your village. But we have our own troubles here in this land.
With Charles the Fat in power, those troubles will worsen. After his campaign in Francia, he will come for England. Charles will come for you and your clan. His armies multiply by the day. Real soldiers and cavalry, not like the Saxon farmhands and gillers in these parts.
If the Raven clan were to help you, what is it you would ask of us?
Our chieftain, Siegfried, prepares to siege Paris and make the Franks rethink their actions against we Norse. And our longships will grow heavy with treasure in the doing.
My scouts attest to the claims of Toka and her people. But before now, I saw no reason to involve our clan.
Do you see reason now?
If the Mad King Charles does have ambitions for England, we should act. The Siegfried you mentioned, he rallies the Norse there. Joining him could be our chance to push back against this new king.
Or I could meet this Charles myself. And if he will not deal with me, I kill him.
This problem is bigger than one king. If we kill one, another will rise. Were he murdered by a Norse from England, it could bring the Franks to our shores even sooner.
Then I'll be mindful of who I kill and who I ally with in Francia. Could be a stable king is the way to keep Ravensthorpe safe.
Let me see the sword. I wish to examine the ironwork.
No, I stole this, and it is mine.
Fine. If you will not show it to me, I will have to take it. Ready yourself, Pierre. I challenge you to a holmgang.
Enough! Toka, you came here looking for help with this new Frankish threat. The Raven clan will answer your call.
You will? You will! I promise you will not regret this. Find Pierre when you have prepared, and we will make for Francia at once.
Thank you.
Ugh, my head. I should have kept to ale. Toka said to find Pierre when I'm ready to travel to Francia.
Alrighty, we probably should have dropped the disguise for that cutscene, but it's fine. So a bit of, ahistorical
I hope your head does not ache like
take
mine.
here.
What a night. But we should leave for Francia soon.
Because Charles the Fat, is in no shape to attack England or to push back against the North threats. He had so many civil wars. I mean, the big issue with Francia ever since Charlemagne is the fact that too many heirs, too much split. I mean, for those who have
Ready
played
to
Crusader
leave for
Kings,
Francia when you are.
know exactly how the inheritance kind of splits the kingdom every time someone dies, and that's exactly the case. And people can return to becoming an emperor rather than king only when all your relatives, like your brothers, have died and you got the titles back. But he was dealing with a bunch of civil wars during this period. I mean, Francia includes modern-day France, parts of Germany, parts of Italy, so lots of different factions, trying to claim thrones, just becoming a king for their own kingdom, not even becoming the emperor of the whole thing. And let's go.
I am ready.
Francia, what year are we? Guess they're gonna keep that away from us. I mean, it's before 888 because that's when Charles the Fat dies as the last
Francia,
legitimate heir of the Carolinian dynasty.
For a fortune in silver and sorrow. Now a new king rises, uniting Franks against Norse in open battle and casting angry eyes toward England. I must stop this mad king from sending war across the sea. Already his armies assemble and crows gather again over Paris.
I thought we are the ones sieging them. Paris came under constant assault.
What? No sniveling emissary from King Charles to greet us.
Believe me, Wolf-Kissed, you will feel the warmth of his welcome soon enough.
Can I pull up a map by any chance? Not yet.
Their mad king did this.
We all had a part in it.
Quite a few crashes, or sunken ships. Found bodies, burning hanging bodies.
Gods. This is what he would bring to Ravensthorpe.
It is. We are almost there, but we cannot take the longship around Paris as the Franks bridges block the way.
The tube bridge that connects Paris Island in the middle. I mean, what we call Paris today and what is Paris back then, not the same scale.
Our village is inland. We will take the horses from here. The others will follow on foot.
Is there danger of an ambush?
Not this close to the water, and not at night. Siegfried has done his work too well.
I will finish unloading the ship. You two go ahead.
Many thanks, Pierre.
And Eivor, there is something we should talk about when I arrive at Melun. Until then, ride safe.
Mount up. The ride is not long. How will I face Siegfried? He entrusted me to gather axes. He wants me to lead one day.
Oh.
But I failed even this.
The failure was not all yours, Toka. Jarls are ever busy with their own concerns.
Just give me strong ale and a good fight. What else matters? Frankish scouts. They have been watching us closely of late. What do you think it means, Eivor?
That Siegfried has not finished his work yet.
Siegfried will not be finished until there are no more Franks left to fight. Scouts have been gnawing at our heels ever since Charles forced us from the north.
He pushes hard against your people. You might have to lead sooner than you expect, Toga.
I may not be the best one to do it. I see the longhouse. We are almost there.
At least they have outposts or camps. Their emblem's the stag.
To be back after so long. I thought to return with an army.
Milan.
Welcome to Milan. We should find Siegfried.
Alright, we got more tattoo papers to chase and artifacts.
Toka, you have returned. All went well, I hope. Are the others you brought coming behind you?
I need to find Siegfried.
Of course. Well, you will find him where he always is.
Ah yes, he will be at the burial grounds, staring into the mist. It is where he begins most days. This way.
They got catapults. They have a lot of catapults.
Our burial grounds. Sinrik, my father, lies there, with the others. We should go.
I jump down, farm some iron wars at the same time? Or is that too impolite on the first visit?
There is something calming about this place.
It is a beautiful land. Or would be if it was not filled with Franks. There is Siegfried. You go ahead. He may not be happy to see me return with so few allies.
I will not rest, brother. We're almost there.
Siegfried.
You came, wolf-kissed. Good.
You knew it was me.
Pierre sent word ahead. Your axe will be a boon to us.
I heard your axe has been busy as well.
Yes, I've slain many on the open field with honor, as Odin intended.
It is our way.
But it is not their way. The Franks dragged our Jarl Sinrik from his bed and gutted him like a coward. They did not even bury him, just left his body for the animals to take. I raised this mound for him.
You want me to join your side against these Franks?
There is no side. There is only blood debt, and vengeance, and Helheim for those I split with my axe.
How dangerous are these Franks? What do they want?
Do you not understand? They want us as Sinrik, dead and dishonored, but I will teach them what honor means. Now we will feast, and I will tell you of my plans for Paris. This is Vidar, a more noble beast I have never known.
The god of vengeance. It is a good name.
Many Franks have met their end beneath his iron hoofs. He hates them almost as much as I do.
You placed a carving at Sinrik's grave.
Sinrik won it from me in the Holmgang when we were children. It is Eiktherni, who watches over Odin's hall in Valhalla. He was holding it when I found him. It was the only way I knew him after the animals had gotten to his body.
He seems a little mad. Eager for vengeance.
Ours will be the greatest raid since Ragnar sacked Paris and brought longships full of silver back to King Horik. We will fill our war chest with silver and our mugs with mead. Blood and glory! Skull!
This is not just about silver, Toka.
He hates being disturbed while he eats.
You know, Ragnar returned with more than just silver.
More than silver? What was it? Swords, precious jewels, wine!
Stories of a dead saint defending Paris. Horik was so awed he freed the Christians and executed his raiders.
Really? That does not sound glorious.
I'm assuming he's talking about Saint Germain.
Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good to thee. Kill the heathens! Bring me Sigfred's head, and that one as well. Leave the stripling alive to tell of it.
The what?
Bishop Engelwin. This is a good night.
Oh, shit.
You start with the fight? Okay.
They will attack on sight here. Horses give them advantage, but it'll not be enough.
I have the dagger. We throw him off. Whoa, he resisted that. Ooh, these guys can't be dismounted. Unless they die. Ooh. Let me return the arrow at him. Still. Oh, cannot pull him down. Okay. Ooh, he can also ride backward. Fancy that?
They will take you. Where did Engelwin go?
Siegfried, wait! What did he say to you?
Toka, see to the wounded, and find the watch! They should have warned us of the attack.
I told you he doesn't like to be interrupted while eating.
We needed that soldier alive to question. Wild heart, level head.
Oh, I like that.
Where is Siegfried going?
My guess is to find that bishop, Engelwin. He hates him above all others. It was he who killed Cynric.
Yes, his sword brother and your father. I am sorry, Toka.
Nothing has changed. If anything, the attacks grow more frequent, as you see.
Randvi was right. I have to stop this before it reaches Ravensthorpe.
Unless you can convince their king to surrender, you may have to kill every soldier in Francia.
Then I will meet with Charles and see if he can be negotiated with.
Their king? That pork-bellied coward will split your skull when you turn your back. Better to kill him than to trust him.
The problem is bigger than one king, Toka. I must talk to him. It is what my clan expects.
You may be right. But I am not the one you will have to convince in the end. If you kill Engelwin, Siegfried might be persuaded to help you find Charles.
You begin to think like a Jarl, Toka.
Twice our scouts followed Engelwin to the slums south of Paris. When you are ready, that is where Siegfried will be.
I'll meet Siegfried there, and return when Engelwin is dead. Then we will find Charles.
Alrighty.
Over here.
But first, we're getting summoned over here.
Pierre, what is this about?
We have a shared interest. You in resisting Francia's North-loathing loyalists, me in getting paid.
Those do not seem connected.
I am working with a rogue band of men and women across Francia who tire of the chaos Charles's rule brought. Their numbers are small. Few are foolish enough to resist well-equipped loyalist forces.
You do not believe in their cause?
I do not, but they do. This is where you come in. Help them, and you will have ample reward for your effort.
It is strange that you support them while believing their cause ill-fated.
What kind of monster would I be if I were to dash the hope they hold in their hearts? Anyway, there is profit to be made, and only a fool ignores that. What do you want to do?
Oh.
What have you got for me?
We got ourselves some rebel missions. Only one rebel mission can be active at one time. As Eivor travel through Francia, more rebels will seek assistance. Open your map to see the location of other rebel agents. Eivor is accompanied on rebel missions by rebel allies, with either a range or melee focused squad to choose from. These rebels will wait for Eivor at the mission location and help when needed. Once a rebel mission's objective has been completed, Eivor must return to Pierre or one of his agents to hand the mission in. Plus 50 per surviving ally. Okay. Basically kill some people. A particular loyalist captain have been relentless hunting our supply caverns. Effective strategy. Hunt down a captain. Let's do the hunt down a captain. And we can choose melee or range focused squads. Let's go with range. We'll be the melee component. Let's go for this. And there's an infamy stat too.
Good luck, Eivor.
Rebel locations. Okay. Let's pull up the map now. Been wanting to do that since we landed. Okay, so we're far down south of Paris, and they're pretty generous with Paris's layout. Technically, this is Paris, right? This is where you have Notre Dame today. I think the Romans founded it way back. Lutetia, I think is the name. Now, it's a bit of a county, right? It's ruled by a count. I think we're going to meet Count Odo, who's going to be pretty important historically speaking. And of course, it's protected by these bridges, making it very hard to take. Except we have the ships. It's like having, you know, control of the sea when you're on an island. And this is also why Paris has I think the city's motto is she sails but do not sink, because of the origin of the islands. Unfortunately, we also sail as well. This is where we can pick up missions for rebels. We're in a very small area with not many things, so let's go sweep across those things real quick. You know, the typical Assassin's Creed fetch quests. Those cavalry, they're going to be very annoying, because we cannot dismount them. So that's going to be trouble. I think this chest is outside. We're at the stable. Oh, by the way, I think we picked up the polar bear mount, which I believe is provided for free for the DLC, which I guess would not be free, but as part of the DLC, we do pick up a bear mount. There's also a polar bear mount that we'll probably see rotate into stores eventually, but I think it's time to switch our animal.
I'll see you later, friend.
We got our links when the Wrath of the Druids was launched, and now we get a bear. Ah, this building. Ah, this is where we can pick up missions, daily missions. Retta's also in Francia. The little boy who never ages and also teleports between every single Assassin's Creed locations. Ooh, a different rune for the armor. I should probably also Raven-sided the area so I can check for like where we have opals and titaniums while we make this trip here.
What do you see, Sunan?
Well, that's a lot of very nice Iron Wars. Opal? Ah, knew it. Another opal right there. Tattoo paper chase right there. There's our chest. Ah, opal in the Longhouse. I'm sure we'll be back in the Longhouse eventually once some mission completes. That one's super close. I'm gonna go get that one without marking it, or else we can only mark 3 things at a time. Is it?
Have
Okay,
a look,
it's right
Sunan.
by the bridge. Are there new fish types? Oh, there's fish. Looks like a... no! Okay, go fetch it. Looks like a big variety, yeah, which we actually need. We actually are missing still a lot of fish and a lot of black bear pelts, which hopefully Francia would have some black bears. Ooh, that's a big fish too. Where are you going? Let's check out our bear mounts. Maybe he can eat some of the trout for us. Wow, look how big these fish are. These are not that big, but I still missed. Seems like only trouts in this river. I'm sure they're gonna add a new legendary monster or creature for us to hunt here in Francia. I think we fought a stag in Ireland and that snow metal bear in Valhalla. Not actually no, in is it Jotunheim? I think we fought it in Jotunheim. Yeah. I should probably switch away from the dagger soon. Oh, I didn't pick it up. There is a new two-handed thighs weapon and the one-handed sword, which we already saw in the update. But yeah, they are adding new weapon types with each DLC, so there's something looking forward to. Two-handed thighs sounds pretty fun. A Grim Reaper cosplay for us. Oh, that was a bad whiff. I think the only normal sized fish we need to actually pick up is like a regular sized eel. There we go. Okay, that's a tattoo run. And then I think there's a chest right there. Then we can head up that way. Off he goes. Okay, we don't have to be close. We just have to not drop. And follow. Wait, did it just take us in a circle? That's cheating. So could we just have stood here and picked it up as it came back? Or is the game smart enough to know that you're just standing still? Alright, let's see how we pick up this chest. Let me guess, barred doors again? Or is it not even barred this time? Oh, not even barred this time. Oh, there's a note. Francia's cheese recipe. Note, cut the cheese into small pieces. Make for easy rationing. Another recipe, sheep's milk or cow. Recipe, fresh milk to be stored in vats for day. Dissolve rennet and stir mixture steadily. Allow to sit before straining. Age 4 to 5 weeks. Make sure to age before eating. Boar got greedy and he stank like a horse shit for a week. Oh, it's a cheese shop. Alright, we got ourselves another opal here. And then I think we're gonna head out. We're not gonna pick up the rest of the stuff that's still in the city because we'll be back. I'm sure we'll be back. Wait, I thought we're supposed... Oh, right. South of Paris, but north of... No! North of where we started. So we're headed the other way. Oh well. More iron for me. Only 5. We need thousands of these. Like, how much resource it takes to upgrade all the weapons you want to upgrade, all the armor you want to upgrade in the game, it's kind of ridiculous.
What do you see?
Since we're here. Ah, in the middle of a cow field. Why can't I collect that? Strange. Or cow pasture. Okay, let's head north, where we're supposed to go.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Wait, are we? No, we're going this way. And I'm gonna guess the bishop and thus the Catholic Church are gonna be the cultist roles here for our journey in this DLC. No more druids, children of Danu for us to kill here. And linking, you know, the church back to Assassin's Creed makes a lot of sense. Man, I feel like I should scan these places.
Let's see you, old friend.
Yeah, there's a lot of goodie. Yeah, look at that. Just randomly an opal in the middle of the field. On the scarecrow. A very tall scarecrow. Oh, can I not climb you? There we go. Yeah, there's so many, you know, sentry groups. How did they attack us from this direction? Ooh, that one had 19. That's a good one. Another opal in the middle of nowhere. How did I not even scan that one?
Go, my eyes.
Oh, there's just so much stuff. We're going there, so we're kind of on the way. Look at all the good stuff. There's a titanium here too. But this village looks like it's been massacred. Yep, bodies piled up everywhere. Alright, gonna fetch the key first. Take that arrow from you. Safely hidden, my son. Time runs short and the heathens march not far away. Should I fall, I wish you to have our family heirloom. It's your birthright. I hid the chest below ground in the fermentation chamber. The hidden entrance is hidden. The hidden entrance is hidden nearby. Wow. Where you and your brother used to hide in the shed. Your loving father. So, is he saying that the Vikings did this? Heathens, right? That'll be us. I'm guessing right here. The cheese on the ground means this is our fermentation chamber. I thought it was going to be an armor or something. Tungsten's still good. Although I think the best way to farm tungsten is just to hunt down guards in high power level. Ooh, that is sad. We have
Survey the area, Sunan.
some of that. And we're going over there. Only 6 per pop. Let's see. We did pick up a few chests, so we did get a bit more iron ore here. A bit short there. Alright, we'll keep trying. We'll get this armor set all leveled up very soon. Yeah, let's go pick up our first vantage point so we can fast travel here. What? The thing is timed? Ah, okay, now we know.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Aqueduct? Under the aqueduct. Okay. I mean, good thing that's just a repeatable quest situation. Welcome to Paris. A beauty, isn't she? Wait, now it wants me to go there.
Go, Sunan.
He's... Okay, he's on the outskirts. This is the slums. Okay, let's go talk to the guy. Is he actually here? Wait, I can't open this. This is a mission trigger or something like that. No, wait. I'm supposed to be able to... Ah, there's a cellar door. Okay. It's a different entrance. A rat swarm cannot be damaged or killed. Repel them by attacking with your weapons. Rats may flee to nearby sewer gates. When repelled, cover gates with pushable item when available to trap them. Oh. This is too early for the Black Death, but I guess rats are a problem any time of the, you know. Okay. So we just herd them in. And then find a movable object to block them out. Ooh. Where's the movable object? Is there a crate? Something? Let me get this first. Am I supposed to talk to him? I still see sewers here. I really don't see any movable objects, so I guess we just talk to him.
How did you find me? Where's Toka?
Toka guessed you would be here. She's still at Melle looking for your missing watch.
I lost Engelwin, but this soldier told me he is heading for the church nearby. Come, we can go through the slums. Even from here I can smell the piss of the slums.
Siegfried, I mean to stop this fight from coming to England. I must meet with Charles.
For what? You cannot bargain with these thralls. Have you forgotten my fallen brother, Cynric?
No, and that is why I must try. It is why I came to Francia. If I kill Engelwin,
I want you to help me get an audience with the king.
There is no reasoning with you, wolf-kissed. You are as wild as your namesake.
In our veins runs the blood of holy kings and conquerors. The Northerners may have numbers, but we have God.
That is Odo, Count of Paris and right-hand man to the king. Drumming up support for his army, no doubt.
Our courage and honor will not fail us, no matter how hot the fight. We will overcome this evil, as we always have.
Self-important as always. The one next to him is Gosselin, Bishop of Paris and a fearsome warrior. For Frank. Those two are for another day. You have to get to Engelwin, and to do that, you have to find your way into the church. The answer is down there in that stink.
That is not much to go on.
If it was easy, I would have killed him myself already. You have an advantage. You are unknown to these people.
The Raider Siegfried is almost at our gates. And what does he want? What the Northerners always want. Blood and silver. Yours and mine.
Me, they know quite well already. Someone down there knows something. All you have to do is get them to tell you.
I have your word. Once this is done, we find Charles.
As you say, but work fast. I cannot leave Miller unguarded long. And this Frankish stench already turns my stomach. Three guards. Insulting. I will deal with them, while you find Engelwin. He is hiding in his church. Will you sneak in? Convince one of his own to aid you? Or cover the streets with blood?
As you would.
They deserve no less. But you are the wolf-kissed. You do not need my advice. So what will you do?
I will find my own way.
Alright, assassinate Bishop Ingolwyn. Safe behind the guarded gates of his fortified church, Bishop Ingolwyn is unreliable shepherd of the suffering populace in the Paris slum. Speak to locals in a tavern for clues, or explore to find another way. And we will return to this next time, as this is the return of infiltration missions back to Assassin's Creed. It's been since Unity, which is also based in Paris. So, until next time, bye!